I started playing drums at the age of 10, and I got my first drum set at the age of 12. I also had a small background of playing electric guitar, so that kind of, helped me to understand music a little bit better. I have no idea what started my passion about drums. I had no music family. I had no drummer friends. Even though I never saw a drum set closer than 30 meters, I knew it, man. I knew this is for me, And I got my first drum set at the age of 12. That was it, From that day, I feel 100% drummer. The first years were very difficult for multiple reasons. One reason will be I was way too young, to have enough money and, buy some gear. So I was always missing stuff. I remember I had like 2 different kick drums, or like a very crappy pedal, like for the first 10 years, a pedal that couldn't actually play good. Not enough cymbals, no stands, like problems that, pretty much everybody actually faced in the past, There were no drum teachers in my area, except a guitar player. His name was Vasilis Baxavanakis. He's one of the best guitar players actually in Greece. And he actually helped me so much, to do my really first steps and, be able to read the basics, the very basics, So, other than that, I was all by myself, for the first 10 years, till the day I met Yannis Avropoulos, my teacher. No internet back in the days, no books about my style, so, no DVDs about my style. This is actually probably the main reason I'm doing these DVDs, because from my favorite drummers, which I really love and respect, I wish somebody had a VHS or something, with an instructional, video. The main thing used to be just playing music, play a song from the beginning to the end. And music actually does it very well because it gives you all the energy you need as a drummer, If you really like the music, you just go for it and it works. Well, lately I spent a lot of time practicing, grooves and stuff outside metal. And I find it very interesting. I really like it. It's not like, discovering the groove today, this is something, it was always in my mind and everything, but, right now if I play like a 4-piece kit, sometimes it's more fun than playing my big set, just because it's different, If I do this for a month or something, then I'm like, okay, let's go back and, do our own thing. So, having variety, in your style, I think it's something very important that keeps you alive. Well, some people obviously have a little bit more talent, and let me explain what talent means to me. Talent means dedication and love. That's it. This mix actually brings a talent. So some people say, when I was 12 years old, everybody was like, "Oh, you're so talented." Well, I wasn't talented. I was like so in love with drumming. That was all, and just playing all day and. Dedication and love, that's it. So that means if I really want to do something and I dedicate enough time on it, well, most times you can achieve your goal, this makes perfect sense. I don't think you either have it or not. I say you either like it so much or you don't like it so much. I think I was 26, maybe, something like that. It was the time I joined Nile, and because of the hard touring schedule, I had to leave all my jobs and everything. It's funny because I never wanted to be a professional musician. I don't know the reason. Probably because situation in Greece used to be a little worse. Now it gets a little bit better for us. So I just wanted to play drums, and that was my main hobby, but I put everything there, everything of me was into drumming. I mean, you got to go through many things and choose if this is what you want, either dedication for the instrument, love for music, or if you can handle the tours or not.
Well, this is the thing to me. To me, drumming is not a sacrifice. If you got to leave some stuff, to play drums, you're lucky. You're not doing sacrifices. And this is what I want my students and every drummer who watches the interview or any of my clinics to understand. It's really important to realize how lucky you are and that you don't really sacrifice anything. So maybe you have to leave some stuff aside, in order to focus a little bit on drumming, but this is the fun part, this is the main thing. Some people do this with video games. They forget everything, their friends, and hang out, outside home, and they're just sitting all day and playing video games. So to me, drumming is my video game, and drumming is my focusing. Now, on the other hand, my job is to go around the world and play music for you guys. So that means I've missed a lot of family meetings and holidays and stuff. But that's the main thing I tell to my students all the time. Whatever you get when you're on a tour and when you play for the crowd and the energy you get, I don't think anything can replace that.